Hey there, I'm Marty Boardman with Fix and Flip Hub, and I am a real estate investor and instructor. There to my right in that photograph, that's Manny Romero, my business partner, and we started fixing and flipping houses together back in 2009. And since that time, we fixed and flipped over 150 properties in Phoenix, Arizona, and Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And we've done it using what we call our 4 boxes blueprint. And this blueprint was shared with me by a very successful fix and flip investor back in 2009. His name was Keith, and he rehabbed 1,200 properties in 4 years. And he shared this blueprint with me back in 2009, like I said, and he told me, he said, Marty, whether you're like me and you're fixing and flipping 20 or 30 houses at a time, or you're just doing one project at a time, every fix and flip project or business has 4 phases or 4 steps, or he'd like to call them 4 boxes. He said, of course, if you're going to fix and flip a house, you got to be able to find and analyze a deal. Then you got to get the house rehabbed and sold, which is box 2. Then once the house is finished, you sell it, right? That's box 3. And box 4, you got to find money for your deal. Maybe you have some of your own cash. Maybe you have to borrow money from a hard money lender, private money lender. But you don't necessarily need your own money to fix and flip houses, but you do have to find money. So that's phase 4. But in today's video, what I want to talk to you about specifically is box 3 of this blueprint, and that's sell your house. This is a pretty important phase or division of your company or of your fix and flip project. You don't make any money until you get the house sold. And back in 2009, like I said, when Keith shared this blueprint with me, he told me, he said, Marty, really, you need to have 3 people on your sales team or in this division or in this box of your company. He said, first of all, you got to have a realtor or realtors that are going to help you sell this house. They're going to put it on the MLS and sell it for you. Of course, you need a title company. Once you accept an offer on your property, you need to have a good title company you can count on to get the deal closed. And lastly, you're going to want to have a lender that you work with that you know can, when they say they can borrow money or when they can lend money, you know they can lend it. And what I mean by that is most home buyers, in other words, the people who are going to buy a property from you, typically need to get a loan. Like 95% of the people need to get a loan, right, to buy a property. And a lot of times the lender that they're working with to buy your property isn't very good at what they do. So it's always important to have a good lender that you know you can count on to get the deal done, right? So you want to have a good realtor or realtors on your team to market your property and get people excited about it, right? You got to have a title company you can count on to get all the documents and all the title insurance and all the things that need to be gathered before the house sells. And then you need a good lender in the event that the person that's buying your house can't get their loan to go through. You've got somebody you can refer them to. And if you have these 3 things, you have these 3 people on your team and they're all really good at what they do, you're going to be very successful at selling your house very quickly. The other key I want to share with you that Keith told me that day back in 2009, he said, remember, Marty, the buyer is your customer, right? And you want to always give the customer what they want. Your house is a commodity. It's a product. And you want as many people as possible to want to buy your product or commodity. And that's very important when you're trying to sell your property. This is Ron. He's actually a student in our fast track flipping course. And when we shared box 3, the sell your house box, with him and showed him this phase of the business, it was very eye-opening for him. He fixed and flipped his very first house in 4 months and made $30,000 in profit. And the key for him doing this, he told us, was knowing how to give the customer what they wanted. This is the property. And he said, Marty, the cabinets and the flooring and the colors that I chose for this house weren't necessarily what I would have picked myself, but home buyers in this particular neighborhood where this property was located loved these types of colors and finishes. So this is what I chose for this house. And guess what? Bam, I sold it in about 4 months and made $30,000 in profit. So keep that in mind. You always want to give the buyer what they want if you're going to sell your house for the highest possible price in the shortest possible time, right? So that's box 3 or step 3 or phase 3 of your fix and flip business is getting your house sold. So if you'd like to learn how to go out and find the very best realtors and title companies and lenders in your real estate market and make them want to be on your team, get them to be on your team. And if you want to learn how to always give the customer, the home buyer, what they want so you can sell your house for the highest possible price and shortest possible time, then check out our fast track flipping course by clicking the button below, and we'll teach you step by step how to do that. We've built this fast track flipping course around our 4 boxes or our blueprint. Very simple, very easy to understand. And if you follow what we teach you how to do step by step in the next 90 to 120 days, you can fix and flip your first house and net $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 in profit. I'm Marty Boardman with Fix and Flip Hub. Thanks for watching.